We're coming to you from the Radford Studio Center lot in Studio City, right over the hill from Hollywood. This is the place where dreams are made, legends are born. Hello and welcome to The Lot. I'm Suzanne Marques. Welcome to our special Golden Globes edition of The Lot. We will also be streaming here, Golden Globes night, an hour before the show. And we were there as they rolled out the red carpet in Beverly Hills. Renowned comedian, actor, and Golden Globes host Jo Koy and producers and executives of the show rolled out the ceremonial red carpet at the Beverly Hilton, kicking off the festivities. And I caught up with him inside the International Ballroom where the show is taking place. Jo, hi, how are you? So good to talk to you.
Yes.
They saved the best for last.
Yes, yes. How are you?
I'm great. I was watching your specials again last night. What's it been like when you think back to buying your own name to put behind you and selling to Netflix, then selling out the Forum in 2022 post-pandemic, and now you're taking the Golden Globe stage?
Wow, right? Thanks for even saying that. Like, sometimes I don't even like I'm still trying to take this all in and process it. Like, you walking in tonight, like, you know, it was my first time, so it's like we're all like, what? So I'm taking this all in and I'm enjoying the moment, and I think January 8th is when I'm gonna like decompress and be like, what just happened? Did that just happen? And I'm glad it happened. I'm excited. This is gonna be an amazing night.
Well, we all feel like we know and love your family.
Yeah.
I know your mom's proud. She's proud of Joseph.
Uh-huh.
Who else will be here tonight supporting you?
My son, my sister, she'll be here. My son, you know, that's no disrespect, General, but my son. The reason why my son is like, you know, when you take on a career like stand-up where it's just a dream, you know what I mean, and you're just trying to live out your childhood dream, and you have a kid. You sacrifice a lot, you know, and he, you know, I missed a few birthdays, I missed a couple Christmases because I needed the gigs, and you know, he didn't understand that at first, but the older he understands now that that's what you do when you want to go for something that you truly believe in. And so indirectly, I know I inspired him, and me walking out on this stage, my son's gonna be like, oh, that's why he missed my birthday. I get it. And he's going to be like, I can do it too. And I hope other kids feel the same way when they see me walk out, you know, and they look like me. They're halfers like me, or if they're Asians or black kids or Latino kids.
I'm a halfer too,
yeah.
Latino and white.
All day. But any yes. Other, you know, they see someone like me walk out, they know that the opportunity's there. Don't give up on the dream, and just stay focused and happy, man.
Yeah, you're a history maker, Filipino host, right?
First one. Actually, I'm the first Asian, I think. I'm the first Asian solo, yeah. And then Sandra Oh co-hosted, but wow. You know, when I heard that, I was like, wow. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Joy.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
We're all rooting for you.
Let's go.
And when it comes to the menu, the Oscars, of course, have Wolfgang Puck. The Golden Globes landed one of the premier chefs in the world for this big event. Chef Nobu Matsuhisa is accustomed to serving Hollywood's elite all over the world.
This is like a Golden Globe, the biggest event in Los Angeles. A lot of my regular customers, a lot of people is coming here too. You know, I like to see all the peoples.
For the first time in its history, the Golden Globes is joining forces with the renowned chef, crafting a one-of-a-kind culinary experience, redefining the traditional award show menu by serving his legendary sushi.
Salmon tartare with caviar, elote jalapenos, sashimi salad with matsuhisa dressing, and black cod, and 3-piece sushi.
As the official chef of the Golden Globes, he's serving signature dishes like salmon tartare with caviar and wasabi soy, sashimi salad with Matsuhisa dressing, yellowtail jalapeno, black cod miso, and a trio of assorted traditional nigiri. Nominees will sit at tables adorned with breathtaking floral arrangements by CJ Matsumoto and Sons, a premier event florist based in the West Adams district of LA. And with the ultimate accent, Moet and Chandon champagne. Looks so delicious. Well, this was the box office battle for the ages. Barbie versus Oppenheimer. Both movies, opposites. Joining forces, though, creating the phenomena called Barbenheimer. Pink. Explosive. Together, nearly 5 hours of movie watching. A monumental opening night, better than anything screenwriters could have come up with. July 21st, 2023, the highly anticipated summer blockbusters Barbie and Oppenheimer equally burst through the box office, rushing viewers to theaters. Online, fans of directors Christopher Nolan and Greta Gerwig dubbed the social media phenomenon Barbenheimer, building excitement and creating enthusiasm for the two different films, sending fans to buy stubs for both on opening day. Barbie star Margot Robbie, along with Gerwig, showed their support for the union by posing with their Oppenheimer stubs in front of the film's poster. Cillian Murphy also didn't hesitate when asked if he was going to see the Mattel movie.
I mean, I'll be going to see Barbie 100%. I can't wait to see it.
Moviegoers delivered. Both would go on to cross over 300 million combined on opening weekend. And now carrying the load of buzz this award season. Barbie leads the Golden Globe nominations with 9, including nods for Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling in the acting categories. Gerwig is one of 2 women nominated for Best Director and snagged another nod with husband Noah Baumbach for Best Screenplay. Nolan's epic biopic of atomic scientist Robert Oppenheimer is close behind with 8 nominations, including 3 in the major acting categories. Murphy is the fave in the Best Actor category, while Robert Downey Jr. and Emily Blunt are up for supporting roles. And we can't forget about Ken. Mark Ronson's popular I'm Just Ken is nominated for Best Original Song, along with 2 other songs from the Barbie soundtrack. Billie Eilish's What Was I Made For? What was I made for? And Dua Lipa's Dance the Night. Well, this show is going out with a bang. Succession has aired its 4th and final season, leading to a record number of nominations. The competition is tough, but could Succession sweep Sunday night?
I'm going to build something bigger, faster, wilder. I want to kill the opposition, cut their throats. We are pirates!
Succession is the show that broke Golden Globe TV records with 9 nominations. The 4th and last season of the show was nominated with Best TV Series in the Drama category. This year, the competition is hot, with The Last of Us and The Morning Show also nominated in the same category. Actress Sarah Snook is nominated for Best Performance by a Female Actor in a TV Drama Series. The show is so good. Brian Cox, Jeremy Strong, and Kieran Culkin are all competing against each other for Best Performance by a Male Actor in a TV Drama Series. When the final season of Succession was out, the show broke viewership records. That's thanks to J. Smith Cameron, who was nominated for Best Performance by a Female Actor in a Supporting Role on TV. Along with her 3 male co-stars, Alan Ruck, Alexander Skarsgård, and Matthew Macfadyen, who are taking over the nomination for Best Performance by a Male Actor in a Supporting Role on TV. With all of these nominations, expect them to stack up awards the night of the show. Is there a role Carrie Mulligan doesn't own? From playing a suburban teenager to a grieving woman with revenge on her mind, the British actress transforms before our eyes. Will her latest turn in Maestro lead to her first win, though? Carrie! Known for her roles in films like An Education, Promising Young Woman, and She Said.
The women who receive these settlements, they can't speak out. They'll be sued if they do.
Carrie Mulligan has delivered an incredible array of characters and performances, with many movie critics believing she should have earned her top award honors, but hasn't. Carrie and Leo DiCaprio might have something more in common than their film, The Great Gatsby, as it took the actor 4 Golden Globe nominations to finally take home the win for his work in The Aviator. This year, Mulligan is also up for her 4th Golden Globe nomination for Best Actress in a Drama for her performance as Felicia Montealegre in the Netflix biopic Maestro. So let's take a look at her journey through the Golden Globes. Back in 2010, she received her first nomination for her leading drama performance in the film An Education, where she plays a suburban teenager in 1960s London.
You sound very old and wise. I feel old, but not very wise.
In 2021, her role as Cassie Thomas in Promising Young Woman, a medical school dropout who seeks the ultimate revenge after a troubled past, gave her a second nod in the same category.
What's my name? Sorry, maybe that one's too hard.
Based on the bombshell New York Times investigation that exposed Harvey Weinstein's history of abuse and sexual misconduct against women, the 2022 film She Said put Mulligan on the nominee list for the third time, this time for Best Supporting Actress.
We're from the New York Times. I believe you used to work for Harvey Weinstein.
Something she told me. Hello. I'm Lenny.
Hello, Felicia.
Will her character as the wife of legendary composer Leonard Bernstein in Maestro be the role that finally gets her that Golden Globe? In an interview with the Roanoke Times, Carrie says she was given incredible access to stories and artifacts by the Bernstein children so she could prepare for the part. But there's one thing she really wanted to master. She says, quote, her voice was just so melodic and beautiful. Even before a camera was rolling, that felt like the biggest hurdle we had. We will see if that voice leads her to glory at the Globes.
One likes without guilt or confession. Please, I know exactly who you are.
And he is Barbie's other half. The role of Ken came to life thank you to Ryan Gosling, who brought a lot of Kenergy to the iconic character, which led to a Golden Globe nomination.
I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10.
It's the song that would go on to reach number 5 on the U.S. Hot Rock and Alternative charts, and the role that makes Ryan Gosling one of the frontrunners for Best Supporting Actor at this year's Golden Globes.
Yeah, because actually my job, it's just beach.
Right. But the journey to Kenergy started long before taking the role, and even before his Golden Globe winning role in La La Land in 2017.
This isn't the first time I've been mistaken for Ryan Reynolds.
Despite Barbie being released in July of 2023, the success of I'm Just Ken continues to endure, as evidenced by the Christmas spin on the song and Gosling's performance. Fast forward to now, it's no question as to why Ryan had to tap his inner child to play the part. In an Entertainment Weekly Around the Table interview, Ryan said, quote, at a certain point, I thought I had left that kid behind, and I realized I needed his help to make this movie. And perhaps everyone already knew that Ryan could dance, but what about singing? Yes, that's Ryan with Justin Timberlake and JC Chazé singing a cover of Cry For You by the R&B group Jodeci on the Mickey Mouse Club. It would seem that Ken is the role Ryan has been preparing to play since childhood.
I'll play the guitar at you.
Oh, yay! This is Ryan's 6th nomination at the Globes, and the category for Best Supporting Actor is stacked with legends, including Robert Downey Jr. up for Oppenheimer and Robert De Niro for his role in Killers of the Flower Moon. But maybe Ryan is just enough to take the top spot.
Hey world, check me out. Yeah, I'm just Ken.
And when we come back, we are talking to movie critic Gray Drake about some underdogs who might upset the frontrunners. Welcome back to The Lot. There's a new category at this year's Golden Globes, and it honors box office smash hits. So that means Taylor Swift is facing off against Barbie, John Wick, and the Super Mario Brothers. From Barbie to Taylor, and even Mario. These are the nominees for the Box Office Achievement category, added to the Golden Globes this year for the first time. But what is this new award, and what films qualify?
Who do you think you are? Really?
The films must score at least $150 million at the box office, of which $100 million must come from the USA. They must also obtain comparable digital streaming viewership recognized by trusted industry sources.
Hello, we come in peace.
First up, Taylor Swift, who took over 2023 with the Eras Tour. And once she released the concert movie, there was no holding her back. The movie grossed more than $250 million. The list is followed by John Wick, Chapter 4, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3. All 4 films reached at least $400 million worldwide. Oppenheimer nearly earned $1 billion at the box office. The Super Mario Bros. Movie reached just over $1 billion. But it was Barbie that took the top spot, earning a whopping $1.4 billion worldwide. Golden Globes president Helen Honey tells Vanity Fair their choice to create this category is to, quote, celebrate how movie theaters are kept alive, which is why all of these films had us saying, meet me at the movies in 2023.
And movie critic Gray Drake will be live with us Golden Globes night as we stream for an hour before the Globes air on CBS and Paramount Plus. And she is joining us now to talk about some of the underdogs who might unseat the leaders.
Ooh, gosh, I hope so. There's a lot of good movies this year.
There is. So the first one we want to talk about is one that is close and near and dear to our hearts. Paul Giamatti starring in The Holdovers.
Oh, yes. Oh, Paul Giamatti as this really cranky professor who is stuck watching the kids when they have nowhere else to go over the holidays. You cannot get better than him in this role. Unless, of course, you're Divine Joy Randolph and you're also nominated, because there are just a million great performances in this film.
I find the world a bitter and complicated place, and it seems to feel the same way about me. I think you and I have this in common.
I don't think I've ever had a real family Christmas like this before. Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
You mentioned Divine, and this could be her year. And I remember interviewing her for this movie, and she said she felt she had imposter syndrome. Are you kidding me?
Oh, she's not impostoring anywhere. She's not an imposter. She's here to stay. And even if she doesn't win, which would be atrocious, she's definitely going to win at some point in her career because she's phenomenal.
Which I love. I love seeing people who are established, like Alexander Payne with Paul Giamatti, but also, you know, the young college kid.
Right. So Dominic Sessa was a kid that went to prep school who just randomly auditioned for this role, and he was the choice. And just the relationships in this movie are what it hinges on, and it's the reason that it's all stuck out for all of the viewers that have seen it in the theaters and on streaming.
Okay, let's talk about another movie that is the opposite of heartwarming and a little unsettling.
You have to be talking about Beau is Afraid.
Yes.
So Joaquin Phoenix got nominated for his role in this, and it kind of defies explanation, but I'm sure we can sort of have a clip of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You will walk many miles. Dozens will become hundreds. Hundreds will become thousands. Your adventures will continue for years and years.
Okay, I absolutely adore this director's movies, but they're so different.
Right. So Ari Aster is all across the board with the topic of his movies. He's usually kind of a horror movie director, and this one isn't so much horror as it is mommy issues, the movie. Mm-hmm. And so if you are bold enough to watch this movie before the Golden Globes, what you should be prepared for is a journey that you might love and you might hate, but really it's one of the most memorable movies I've seen in the last year, for sure.
Yes, Joaquin Phoenix is fantastic. Now there's one last film that we want to talk about, and that is American Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what they expect us to write.
Would you read an excerpt?
Yo, Sharonda, where you be going in a hurry like that? If and you gots to know, I was going to the pharmacy.
If they want stereotypes, I'll give them one. What is this? Deadbeat dads, rappers, crack, that's black, right? Nobody's gonna publish this. Just wanna rub their noses in it.
We love it.
What?
It is very,
Black?
Yes, that's it. I'm happy you said it and not me.
This movie's incredible. Jeffrey Wright is a dream in this.
He is, and I'm so happy he got a nomination. This movie is shockingly funny, even though it seems like it would be serious because it's about stereotypes that we have of black culture. Mm-hmm. They found the humor in it, and Jeffrey Wright found the humanity in it. We're gonna see a lot more from the director, Cord Jefferson.
Yes.
Mark my words.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Gray, and can't wait to see you Golden Globe Sunday.
Yay, sparkly!
Yes, we're gonna have a great time. And there's another new award at the Golden Globes, Standup Comedy on TV. Here's who makes up the funny nominees.
We named him after my husband's mom, who passed away, which is very sad, of course. But also, to not have a mother-in-law.
The sound of laughter is what drives these next nominees. It was a great year for 6 comedians nominated for Best Performance in Stand-Up TV Comedy. Netflix is laughing all the way to the bank with the way they are dominating the field. Netflix is a Joke was able to secure 5 of 6 nominations in this category. Amy Schumer, Wanda Sykes, and Sarah Silverman are the 3 female comedians that left everyone laughing with their stories.
We gotta catch up sometime. We gotta talk about college. I was thinking about it the other day. We were so crazy in college. You remember that night? And you're like, you went to college? What's going on here?
Trevor Noah landed a nomination after sharing his travel experiences and cultural norms in his Netflix special, Where I Was.
That's why it annoys me if it was say, oh yeah, humans, we're the most evolved. We're not the most evolved. We're no more evolved than the slug or the snail. People go, oh, come on, look at them. Yeah, they got it right early doors. Nature keeps testing them. Do you want eyes? No.
And let's not forget about former Golden Globe host Ricky Gervais. He made people laugh with his Armageddon special. But after that infamous Oscar slap, all eyes are on Chris Rock after he exchanged heat through a performance with selective outrage. Regardless of who takes home the Golden Globe, all 6 made us laugh in 2023.
So yesterday we had a day off and we had our hotel bailiff contact Nikki and they let us plan a dinner tonight at Margaritaville.
We haven't been out, both hotels all together, so I think everybody could use some fun.
Yep. Y'all talking about Margaritaville? Well, yeah, I don't know, it's a little fancy for my taste, but I suppose I wouldn't mind knocking back a couple cans of cold ones.
What is that?
What do you mean, what am I doing? What you doing? Okay, so that was Caleb, this is James. So Caleb's my character in Lone Pine. I'm starting to immerse myself in the character. He's a real, he's a real everyman, salt of the earth, just, blue collar worker.
You?
Yeah.
Every man?
Yeah.
That was a hilarious clip from the hit show Jury Duty, which is up for Best Television Series, Musical or Comedy, at the Golden Globes this weekend. And joining me now is one of the stars from the series, Maria Russell. Maria, I'm so excited to meet you.
Oh, I'm excited to meet you.
Well, thank you. This looked like the most fun show to film. And when I saw it, I had to tell everybody, binge watch it, because we get to live with all of you in this wonderful experience. What was it like for you?
Oh my goodness. So it was, I tell people, it was the most amazing, bizarre, craziest experience of my entire life, honestly. Because it was, at any given moment, you could mess it up.
Yeah.
But it was, it was so strange, and you had to be so present. There wasn't any oh, let me just daydream. No, you had to stay in it, because at any given moment, Ronald could be like, wait, this is weird. And then kind of be like, no, this is, so.
Yeah, so for folks, maybe who haven't seen Jury Duty, maybe it's a little confusing, but if you've seen it, you get it. We don't worry about y'all. For folks who haven't seen it, you stage a jury experience, just like The Office.
Yep.
But the only person who doesn't know about the joke is Ronald, who is the sweetest juror we've ever met. He's a unicorn.
He really is. I say he's a unicorn, I know. And he really is like that. I'm being very honest. I'm very honest. He really is like that.
But to keep it going that long, how did you keep it together? Were there moments where you had to excuse yourself? Did you call it a bathroom break and you're just cackling in the background?
So there is bathroom breaks, but I have a method that I do, is that I pinch the right side of my leg. It's true. So I pinch it so hard that now I don't want to laugh. I want to cry. I have to go somewhere else, because if not, there were times that or thank God my character too is, she's a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
So I would laugh. As you could see, I would break a few times within the show, but it would be within the character. So, and thank God I was sitting behind him during the interviews, because I did break. I'm like, oh my God, how can I not laugh? I'm laughing for everybody.
Well, clearly you made a lot of people happy, because up for 2 Golden Globes, which is so fabulous. What is the cast thinking right now?
Oh my God, we're all beside ourselves, honestly. We have different, group chats going on, but when we heard all these nominations, it was literally like we would call each other crying, like, oh my God, can you believe this? We're like, oh my God. It still feels surreal. Like, it just really feels surreal. Something that you think that was just gonna be on, not really, nobody's gonna really watch it, and then bam, the next day it goes completely viral, and it's this this hit and part of pop culture, which is absolutely, it's unbelievable.
Oh, it's absolutely incredible. And I'm so happy for all of you. Is James as adorable and sweet in person as he seems in this show?
I'm just kidding.
Just a little bit.
No, he's lovely, and he was so great to work with. You know, his background isn't in improv at all. So he's never done improv. And he was a trooper to stay within it with all of us, man, because it's not easy. And yes, he is lovely. And he has really great cheekbones.
I could tell. Just
and
on
pretty
camera.
eyes.
Even prettier in person.
And really great hair. But that's about it.
Well, I am so glad to meet you. I hope you guys win. I'm rooting for you guys because you are the underdog, and I always love the underdogs.
Yes, me too.
And you can catch the full season of Jury Duty on Amazon Freevee. And don't forget, I'll be live on the red carpet for the Golden Globes Sunday night, an hour before the show. That's a wrap for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Suzanne Marques. See you at the Golden Globes.